Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have an exciting Star Wars news update for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie by Jon Favreau. The movie was just announced a couple of weeks ago, actually back in January now, and is being heavily said to take charge of Lucasfilm's upcoming theatrical release slate. Like, it's going to be the first Star Wars movie that they want to put out in theaters since the 2019's The Rise of Skywalker. That there being said, we have a news update into the regards of its production start date, when they plan to begin initial principal photography and actually shooting and filming the upcoming movie. We're gonna break it all down for you guys right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. So in this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from Collider.com as an overall source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, the surprise Star Wars film by Jon Favreau that was recently announced just about a month ago now, will begin shooting sooner than some may have actually anticipated. Rather than rolling on season 4 of the series, a source close to production has confirmed to ColliderThemselves.com that the film is eyeing a June start date this summer. For actual, beginning its shooting, its filming, and its production, they want to start that in June of this year. Now, we also just had another video here on the channel talking about and discussing an official announcement coming from Lucasfilm or from Disney CEO Bob Iger themselves, much rather into the regards of the release date of the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie is going to be coming out on May 22nd of 2026. So it makes total sense for them to want to get this underway, to start with its filming and its production throughout the summer. It's going to film for probably roughly 6 to 9 months. From there, go into all of its post-production work. After all, it is Star Wars in a galaxy far, far away. Many Star Wars projects, quite obviously, require a lot of post-production because there's a lot of special effects that go into making these projects. Additionally, reportedly, pre-production has been gearing up over the past few months in anticipation of the summer kickoff for their filming, though, however, as with any production inside or out of Star Wars, this is of course subject to change and is simply up in the air. Take it with a bit of a grain of salt, but there are good sources reporting on this, like Collider themselves, a very reputable source. The upcoming movie, which will be written and directed by Jon Favreau, the original show's co-creator, will feature Pedro Pascal returning as the voice of Din Djarin. It's yet to say if he's actually going to make a physical appearance on set or, remove his helmet or anything of those likes. I think it would make sense to do so. Story-wise, though, however, maybe not so much. Besides that, I'll discuss that later on. The main character of The Mandalorian, though, however, of course, Din Djarin, appearing in a Mandalorian movie feels like a given. His name's in the title. Same thing with Grogu, his adopted foundling, whom he's encountered in the show's first episode and throughout. It's currently unknown whether Pedro Pascal will appear on screen, though, however, something he hasn't done since Season 2's finale. He was never on set for Season 3, as he was busy with filming and shooting HBO's The Last of Us. Additionally, though, however, the 4th season of the show is still planned and actually looks to begin its filming in just a couple of weeks. Though following its production delays, though, however, we don't have anything concrete saying on when The Mandalorian Season 4 is really going to begin its production and filming, although kind of hinting and pointing from various rumors and even teases from many of the cast and crew members, it is said that it is going to begin rather sooner rather than later. Unfortunately, though, given Carl Weathers' unfortunate passing, they may go through, revise some of that that might have had to do with his character of Grief Karga, rework some of that there, I think, quite obviously. I want to discuss that in more detail and in more depth in a separate future video here on the channel, though, however. That, though, unfortunately can be a cause to some delays for production for The Mandalorian Season 4, I feel. Disney themselves have not yet confirmed a release date for when we can expect new episodes of The Mandalorian Season 4, though, however, so there feels like there's time. There has been no given confirmation regarding which members of The Mandalorian also will return, including the likes of Katie Sackhoff's Bo-Katan Kryze, Emily Swallow's The Armorer, Amy Sedaris's Pelimoto, Mercedes Verdo as Koshka Reeves, Giancarlo Esposito's Moff Gideon, so on and so forth. Some of those characters feel like a bit of a given. Katie Sackhoff's Bo-Katan has just become too much of an important character, I think, and feel throughout The Mandalorian Season 2 and Season Season 3, and the actress herself, Katie Sackhoff, had taken to her social media platforms to confirm that she's looking forward to returning to a galaxy far, far away. Same thing is up in the air with Giancarlo Esposito and his Moff Gideon character. It feels like every season his character's died, and then the next season kind of comes back, so we'll see how that pans out there as well. They definitely will keep that under heavy wraps, though, I feel. However, we also can likely assume that the legendary Brendan Wayne and Lateef Crowder, the men under the Mandalorian helmet as their stunt doubles, will be back on set quite presumably. At Star Wars Celebration in April of last year, 2023, it was also announced and confirmed that Dave Filoni, recently named Chief Creative Officer at Lucasfilm, who is taking on a much more creative role and of saying what goes and what doesn't for creative projects, would be directing his own movie too, as known as the Thrawn movie. This film is expected to weave together narratives from the current interconnected series' universe, from the overall Mandoverse, including the likes of The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, The Book of Boba Fett, and the upcoming Star Wars Skeleton Crew show, which Skeleton Crew looks to release sometime later in this year of 2024, thereby unifying their storylines in a dramatic and hopefully immensely satisfying conclusion. To a point, they have said that they do want to continue making more of these seasons and shows outside of those movies. Like, those movies aren't essentially like an end game, and that they want to continue telling those stories. As I had mentioned, it was also just revealed a couple of days ago, Disney CEO Bob Iger told shareholders at a quarterly earnings call that a new slate of Star Wars films would be coming, and that the Mandalorian and Grogu movie would be at the head of the pack, as if they want to release that movie before anything else hits theaters under a galaxy far, far away, with a May 22nd of 2026 release date. An early production start gives the movie a head start in meeting that release date for one, and that they'd be able to really take their time making this movie, make it good, and kind of really get all the creative juices flowing and get it out there, I really think and feel, really spend their time on it. The other films currently announced by Disney are set in both the distant past and the near future. James Mangold's movie focused on the dawn of the Jedi, revealing the first Jedi and the creation of the Jedi Order, and the Daisy Ridley-led Rey movie with Charmin Obid-Chinoy, taking 15 years after the events of The Rise of Skywalker. Collider.com also broke the news recently that the highly anticipated Jedi show, Star Wars The Acolyte, is coming to Disney Plus this summer. So quite obviously, there's a lot to look forward to in a galaxy far, far away on Disney Plus, theatrical releases, and everything in between. We're here to keep you guys updated with all of it here on the channel. All the more reason to grab the subscribe button if you haven't already. Guys, this year all being said, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. What do you guys want to see with the upcoming Star Wars movies, especially and specifically for The Mandalorian Season 4, and also for The Mandalorian and Grogu movie? I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions and theories in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.